Hey shade twin, could you be my shade twin? This trend has been eating up on TikTok and like just short form content in general. I already made a video doing this on YouTube Shorts, but I was like, you know what? I have so much other shades. Let's just do a longer video and see if you're my shade twin. So I just counted, I have anywhere from 17 to 20 different foundations. Some are skin tints because I love a skin tint down. A lot of times I opt in for a skin tint over a foundation. I'm gonna go through most of them, just doing a little swatch on the cheek, going over the shade so you guys can know my perfect match in each shade. Now, let me clarify because a lot of people got so confused with this type of video. This does not mean you need to have this much foundation. No average person needs to have like 20 foundations. One or two, honestly, that's enough. And if you live somewhere that's more seasonal, that gets cold or hot, it's seasonal, then you can probably have a shade lighter or a shade darker of each foundation. The people you see doing these videos, we're content creators, so we get sent a lot of PR. That's why we have this much foundation. I did not buy all this foundation out of pocket. That would be insane. But I find this video very helpful because if you are interested in buying a certain foundation and you feel like me and you have the same skin tone, you can see how it looks on me before. So it kind of just saves, some time. With that being said, let's jump right into this video. Also, if you enjoy my content like this, beauty content, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching my videos so much. As you subscribe, the more I can push out this content for you guys. So I think I'm actually gonna pull you guys a little bit closer. And now that we are up close and personal, let's go into the first foundation. So first we have Huda Beauty Easy Blur. This is in shade Hot Fudge. This is definitely gonna be more of a medium to full coverage foundation. You guys have seen me wear this one a lot because this is just one of my favorites. It looks really good with a full beat glam. That's when I tend to wear it. Rarely do I wear this one alone with concealer. I usually go in for more of a full glam with this. It does also contain niacinamide, so there is a little bit of skincare aspect in this foundation as well. Next is Fenty Beauty Soft Lit in shade 450. Fair warning, this is gonna look very light initially. This is one foundation that has to oxidize. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't love that about it. I like to just see the true color right upon applying. But with this, you have to blend it into the skin and let it really sit in order to see the true color. Because initially, a lot of them look really orange at first. So once it has oxidized, it looks like this. This is the closest match that I've been able to get in the Fenty foundation. I'm not a huge fan just because I'm just having a really hard time finding my match. A lot of them have more of a orange undertone, but this is the best one that I've found thus far. A lot of the foundations that I'm gonna go over are either neutral or golden. My skin is more neutral, meaning that I can kind of wear both. So sometimes I play around with cool tone foundations, but I do golden ones as well, just depending on the time of the year, the makeup look I'm doing, I'll alternate what shade I do. Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This is 510 Deep Warm. This is another one of my favorite foundations. I find that it gives a really good balance between neutral and golden. Like it's just the perfect golden. I would consider this to be medium to full coverage as well because it's definitely buildable. This is the final payoff. This is one of my foundations that matches my neck a lot more as well. So it's definitely one that I use a lot more in the warmer months. LYS foundation in shade DPP1. This is definitely one of my more neutral foundations. The shade match is immaculate. Like you can't tell the difference with this in my skin. It is medium to full coverage, I would say, because it's buildable. A lot of the foundations I'm gonna show you guys are medium to full coverage, except for the skin tints. Those would obviously just be light coverage, but they are still heavier coverage skin tints, if that makes sense. NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in shade Namibia. This one is definitely very neutral, full coverage, It matches my neck the best. The only thing I would say, it does oxidize a bit. So I do notice when I initially apply, it looks more like a match, and then when it dries, it's just a tad bit darker, or like even as I go throughout my day, I don't know if it's because it's light reflecting, but when I come back inside, my face tends to look a little bit darker. So I would just keep that in mind. I typically tend to wear this during the summer. When I know the rest of my body is darker, I just have this shade on hand for that. Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin in shade 9.5. Another one of my most perfect shade matches. Do you guys see this? I absolutely love this foundation. Probably one that I use the most. I would say this is anywhere from light to full coverage because it's like a balm-like texture. So it's extremely buildable. I often wear it by itself with no concealer, no other makeup, just the foundation alone. But it can also be used for a full glam moment. So I don't know. I have nothing but good things to say about this. Yeah. And this is shade 9.5, if I didn't already say what shade it is. Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in shade 13.5. This one is definitely a bit more on the golden side, but I did try a shade lighter and it still kind of looked like this, but it oxidizes fine. Once you put the rest of your makeup on, like, it looks okay, but this would be my closest match in this foundation. It just had a little bit less golden to it. It'd be just absolutely perfect. Patrick Ta Major Skin Foundation. This is shade 28 Neutral. One thing I love about the Patrick Ta foundations is the ranges that he provides in like neutral, golden, somewhere in between. Like there's a big range in that foundation, which is deeply appreciated because, you know, chocolate don't just mean your chocolate. Like there's golden chocolate, there's neutral chocolate. So I have this in the golden as well, but neutral would be my ultimate perfect match. L'Oreal True Match shade N10. Such good coverage and quality for a drugstore foundation. Like for $10, if I'm gonna tell you get anything else, I'd be like, get this one, not gonna lie. Get her. This is a lot more neutral, which we love. It's not too golden. It has a little tiny baby bit of warmth to it. You can wear this alone, or it builds up really well with other makeup. I think I'm gonna switch cheeks. I feel like that cheek is getting a little tired. Another good drugstore find is NYX Blur in shade Mocha. This is definitely deep and cool. It matches my neck a lot more, but keep in mind, guys, a lot of times, and this is for a lot of people with darker skin tones, around here we have like natural bronzing. Around here is a lot darker, and in the center of face is lighter. So that's why it's important to match your foundation with around here, because think of the placement. You put your foundation here, and you put your concealer like in the center of your face. So it just makes sense. This is very full coverage for the price point. Again, I think it's like $10. The only thing I would say about this, if you are my shade twin, you're in luck. They have your shade. If not, there's probably only 10 shades of this. There isn't a lot of like variations of it, but sometimes that's what you get for that price point. Ilia Complexion Stick in shade Laurel. I love this product. This is definitely light to medium coverage. It's perfect to wear alone. I don't often use it when I'm doing full glam, but if I'm just running out and I'm doing foundation, concealer, that's the combo, I'm grabbing my girl Ilia. I have two Anastasia foundations. I have the matte one that they came out with that a lot of the girls, they weren't liking, and they do need to go back in the lab with it a little. Then I also have the Luminous foundation, which I feel like is a bit better, but a little orange. I'm gonna apply to each cheek and show you guys. I'm just sad though, because I love Anastasia, like their other products, like their lip products and stuff, but for some reason, anything that has to do with like foundation or just skin, they need a little bit more help. But these can work though, don't get me wrong, they could work if you're my shade twin. This is my match in the Luminous. Once it oxidizes, I promise you guys it's a lot better, but this can be so scary to see at first. Like it's so orange, but when you blend it out into the skin, it's not that bad. I'm gonna let it dry down for a little and we're gonna go to the other side. This is the matte one. a lot better. Still a little bit orange, but it's better than this. So this is my shade technically in each one, as in like I've done full faces with them when they came out, and my makeup looked fine, but actually these are supposed to be the same shade, just like different formulas, but these look contrastingly different. If you are interested in getting the Anastasia foundation, I would say to go for the matte one over the luminous, just because the luminous is way too orange. Also, the formula on this matte one is great. Like it is, if you are an oily girl, it is truly mattifying. Jane Iredale Radiance Boosting Foundation. This is shade 80 Deeper. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I actually have not tried this on my skin yet. This is the first time. And this is actually a very pretty foundation. It does have, it's neutral, but it does have a radiant finish. This is my absolute favorite skin tint, Milk Makeup Grip Tint. Milk Makeup Grip Gel Tint. This is shade 13. I wear this all the time. Like I just love the formula. I love the shade match, and it's just a very full coverage skin tint. It's funny because I heard something where the girlies were saying that they don't like this, and I'm like, huh? That is one propaganda that I'm not falling for. Hourglass Hydrating Veil Tint. This is shade 17. I'd say the Veil one is just a bit more golden. You're gonna get that though with skin tints, and you want that because it's like, it's kind of more lightweight than a foundation. So I've found that skin tints I've used that are a bit more cool, they end up looking gray on me. Something in the formula. These two are my top 2 favorite skin tints right now. Absolutely amazing. We have Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm. Now this is probably the only good skin thing they make. They make a damn good skin tint. I'm gonna give them that. You guys see me swiping and it honestly looks like I'm not even putting anything on. The skin tint, yeah baby, you got that. And last, we have Kiss Better Skin Tinted Moisturizer. This is shade Deep Neutral Undertone. This you have to blend it out a bit. It does look darker than this. It just looks like lighter initially. It's good for the price, or if you're in a beauty supply, because I know Kiss sells a lot in the beauty supply, and you just need something real quick, pick her up. Pick her up. That's it guys, that's all my favorite foundations and skin tints. It honestly feels so weird ending this video without a full glam. I'm like, did I do anything? But there's no need to do a full glam. You guys will see a full glam next week probably. Let me know in the comments below if you are my shade twin. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week. See you later guys.